beginning. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video if you want more content like this. And leave a comment.
Hey man, welcome back to another Act Like You Know video. It's Jaimito. I'm here with Locksmith Los. You know, the last video didn't go so well. Not the last video didn't go well because the Kings did not show up against the Mavericks. And you know, we started getting a little bit of comments on the TikTok, but let me know how you feel about that, man. Like,
you can't win them all. DeMar didn't show up. I don't know, Zach. They look bad. It's all right. We're gonna redeem ourselves today. You can't win them all. I promise you can't.
All right, so you're 1-1. You got the what was that? That was 9-10s. Yeah, Magic beat the Hawks, so we got that one right. And I'm 3-4 in total. But you know, they scream out your failures and not your successes or something. Whatever Drake said in that one song.
Yeah,
he said something like that. That nigga bar. But all right, today we got the Miami Heat versus the Atlanta Hawks in Atlanta. The Heat are favored by 1.5. What are your overall thoughts on this game? Who will go on to face the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Whoever does go on, I just want to say they probably get gentleman swept. However, to this game, I think that everybody just saw how well the Heat played and how poorly the Hawks played. But I think the game will be close. I don't see Tyler Herro having the extraordinary game that he had. I think Dyson Daniels should be able to contain him. I'm real nervous about the Hawks offense. It gets stagnant, especially if Ricochet doesn't shoot the ball well or he's not scoring. They really, really can get stagnant. I do think this is a better matchup for them. However, I'm going to just take the Heat in the culture. They fooled me the first game, so let me go ahead and take them, which probably means you guys should bet on the Hawks.
Yeah, I like that pick. I think what's really going to hurt the Hawks this game, and I feel like it hurt them last game when they were playing. Now, obviously, the front court players, besides maybe Bam, I like Kellen Ware. But besides, Kellen Ware's been playing really good for the last half of the season. Either way, I feel like the front court is going to be a real problem for the Hawks with Larry Nance and Clint Capella being out. I feel like you saw that against, now, granted, it was Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner playing against them. So it's a little bit of a tick down, but Bam obviously can have big nights. Yeah, I just trust the Heat more. They've been in playing situations before. This is nothing new to them. Seems like they're doing this every year now. First playing team to go to the NBA Finals. This is not going to phase them. They're gonna Spoelstra is gonna have a game plan to slow down Trae Young. Trae Young's obviously a game changer, but he just doesn't have enough around him for me personally to win this game. Speaking of Trae Young, is Trae Young, I don't want to say superstar. Let's say star. I don't know what you consider a superstar or a star. Personally, for me, a superstar, you can be the best. You can be the best player to win an NBA championship. I think Trae Young is probably the second best player, but is he the biggest star that needs to get the hell out of his situation? Like, is he the one that deserves to be free the most out of his situation around the league?
I think that's tough. I don't know. He's not a superstar, especially under your terms and conditions. I just think with his style of play, it's just gonna be hard. Like, he needs to get in the right situation. I don't see him getting the ring unless he's in the most perfect situation. And honestly, I don't even know what that is right now. Like, I don't know what team you insert him on, and they're just like automatically the favorites that already are not, one of the top 3 or 4 teams that are in that boat. So he's definitely not a superstar. He is a really, really, really good player, though. Is he? Nah, man. I know he's probably gonna get traded at some point, but I like to see him as a lifer and just try to win there because he ain't going nowhere.
Who do you feel worse for as a star? Like, I don't feel worse for any other star than Trae Young. Like, I feel like the Hawks literally are just like, well, we're okay with being like the 6th best team in the East. Like, they're not. It's like they don't even try to really win or get him another superstar. And every time they do get like a considered help, they trade him away.
Yeah, but it's like he's a 6-foot ball dominant guard that, like, what do you realistically need to win around trade? Like, you need an elite scorer, probably 2 of them. Like I'm really trying to think, like what could they reasonably get for him to win?
All right. So Trae Young, you definitely need a solid big. I mean, I really wish Trae Young would have went to the Spurs, honestly, back in the day. So like, you need a solid big. Like Clint Capella, he's cool. There's been bigs out there that you can get that's better than Clint Capella. Rudy Gobert, I know he can't catch. I don't know if you're giving up 5 first-round picks. Cat was on the market. Trae Young, Cat, something like that. Like, give me something. Like, that's like they're not even trying. Then you trade away DeAndre Hunter. DeAndre Hunter's obviously been a lot better since he's been on the Cavs.
Yeah,
I granted he was hurt with the Hawks, but like you get rid of, I mean, the DeJounte Trae Young thing I was never really a big fan of, but like even still, Zion's on the market this summer. Like we gotta try to get Zion. I understand that he's had some injuries concern, but we have to try to get Zion and Trae matched up with each other, and then like have a decent defending 5.
What about him and Orlando?
That is someone they need. They do need a point guard, but like, who? All right, you trade Trae Young. Who you getting draft picks, and who's the young talent that you want?
Probably, I mean, you probably give away Cole Anthony, and maybe Suggs, and maybe like
Anthony Black. Like, I don't know how the contracts match up, but like, I feel like I would want to keep Suggs if possible. Plus, it's like Suggs coming off I forgot what he hurt. He's coming off an injury though for sure.
It's tough. Like,
could work, but that's like, do you want to trade him in the East? I guess
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no destination where I'm like, all right, you don't want him in LA. Keep him far away from LA. Keep him away from Boston. Keep him away from Denver.
Go trade and get Lauri Markkanen. Give him some more draft picks.
I'm like, where can you put Trae Young, and that team wins the championship? Like, where you put Trae Young?
I mean, that's a whole different subject.
Like,
but
you're just missing one piece.
The Suns would be a lot better. I mean, they would still suck at defending, but they would definitely be a playoff team. They're missing a true point guard.
They'd still be the 5th best team in the West, probably. And that's sad. They should be better than the 5th best, but they probably be the 5th best team. Like, you don't want him on the Timberwolves. You don't want him on the Clippers. You don't want him anywhere where they already have a ball-dominant guard. He's not playing off the ball. He's 6 foot, doesn't really play defense. He can pass his ass off and he can score it, but
yeah, I mean, he's just getting old.
He's just a hawk. Yeah, he's just gonna be one of those really, really good players that has a lot of good numbers that just doesn't. Is he? Nah. Let me not even.
What were you about to say, bro?
Is he going down like the Chris Paul path? Like, it's a really, really good player that really hasn't really done. Chris Paul was on the Olympic team though.
I'm about to say Chris Paul was known as like the best point guard in the league at one point and was elevating teams. I mean, Trae Young elevates because this team is without Trae Young is really fucking bad. But
that's what I'm saying.
They're bad. I mean, like Trae Young, but like Trae Young. Well, the only thing about Chris Paul is like he kept getting hurt when his team needed him in the playoffs. I guess the thing with the Hawks is like, bro, we're barely getting in the fucking playoffs. So it's like
you don't have shit.
What is weak East?
Jalen Johnson is what, their 2nd best player?
He's hurt.
Yeah, but say I'm saying he's hurt. Larry Nance is a solid big. Clint's out. Like you said, they don't draft well. Like, he's getting in with some bullshit. Like, I'm not saying he's Chris Paul or nothing like that. Like, he's definitely not Chris Paul. But I'm saying, like, towards that trajectory in a sense where he's just gonna have. He might. I don't even say have better numbers than Chris Paul, but he's gonna have some really, really good numbers. He had what, 29 point scoring? Was it 29 that he averaged one of the years? Like, he went crazy a few years, but it just sucked. So I feel bad for him, but he ain't going nowhere. He averaged 29.
I mean, but back to the prediction, man. Obviously, I feel like the way we're talking, it's like we would rather see the Heat win so they can face the Celtics for a better matchup because the Hawks win. I guess we know what's gonna happen. All right. I mean, I guess that's a prediction. Heat win. What is your score prediction for this game?
I think it's gonna be closer than what people think. I wouldn't be surprised if Trae Young just has one of them games and he pulls it out. I do think the Heat are gonna win. So let me say Heat by 5.
Yeah, I got the Heat by like They're definitely covering. I got the Heat by like 5 to 10 points. Hopefully Trae Young doesn't get ejected and kick balls out of bounds because if he thought he was frustrated against the Magic, it's gonna be another frustrating day. So
I do think this is a better matchup for him though. Like the whole team. I think this Heat matchup is even reflected on the score. I mean the spread. Like the spread is much closer than that damn Magic. And this one is at the crib. I do think that they have a shot. This is not like a layup. People think just because the Heat play well and the Hawks play bad. That's not how sports work. So this will be closer, but I'm still gonna take the Heat.
All right, that's it for Miami versus Atlanta Hawks. We'll see you guys in the next video.